You're walking. A trail, doesn't matter which. Your mind's somewhere else. You round a bend. And it's there. A leopard. 20 feet away. Low to the ground, already watching you. But here's the only thing that matters right now. You're looking back at it. Your eyes locked onto its eyes. And something far below thought has just changed everything. Because for an ambush predator, the world splits into two kinds of things. The prey that hasn't seen it, and the prey that has. You just crossed that line. So, what actually happens when a predator realizes you've seen it? To understand that, you have to understand what every ambush hunt secretly depends on, and why a single pair of eyes can take it all apart. Here's the first thing most people get wrong about a leopard. It is not fast, not in the way you think. Over open ground, a gazelle could outrun it. An impala could. Most of the animals it hunts could leave it behind in a sprint, so the leopard almost never chases. A chase is expensive. Every second of running burns fuel it can't afford to waste, so it does something smarter. It doesn't win by chasing, it wins by removing the chase. The spotted coat that dissolves into broken light, the low crouch, the silence, all of it serves one purpose. Close the distance before you know it's there. The entire hunt happens in the last 2 seconds. One explosive movement from a place you never checked. That's the secret. Not speed, not strength, surprise. Its whole strategy is a bet. That it will see you before you see it, which means the entire thing is balanced on one fragile little assumption. That you haven't looked up yet. So what happens the instant you do? The instant you look at it, something breaks. Not in you, in the hunt. Because an ambush was never about muscle. It was about information. It knowing where you are, while you don't know where it is. That one-sided knowing is the whole weapon. And your eyes finding its eyes closes the gap. Instantly. The surprise is gone. The lunge it was saving just lost the one thing that made it work. And it runs the math in a fraction of a second. A chase it didn't want. Against prey that's watching now. That might fight. That might not even be alone. The cost just shot up. The odds just dropped. This isn't a guess. We can measure it. In Botswana, along the edge of the Okavango Delta, lions were killing cattle, and farmers were losing everything. So a team of biologists tried something that sounds like a joke. They painted eyes, big, fake eyes, onto the rumps of the cattle. Just eyes, nothing else. Over 4 years, more than 2,000 cattle. And of the 683 cows painted with eyes, not a single one was killed by an ambush predator. Not one. The plain ones kept dying. The ones with simple cross marks kept dying. 19 of them, taken the ordinary way. The ones that appeared to be looking back survived. A fake pair of eyes painted on a cow's backside was enough to call off the hunt, because to an ambush hunter, the message an eye sends is not a suggestion. It's a verdict. You've been seen. This one's off. So when your eyes lock onto a real leopard's eyes, you're delivering that same verdict. That the one advantage it was built around is already gone, and it understands that language perfectly. It has understood it for 2 million years. So you're standing there, eyes locked, neither of you moving. What happens next almost always goes one of 3 ways. The first, and most common, is nothing. It looks away, turns, and melts back into the cover it came from. It might feel like mercy. It isn't. It's accounting. The one hunt it knew how to win is off the table, so it stops paying into a bet it already lost. The second is the stare. It holds. You hold. And nothing happens except 2 animals reading each other. It's not deciding whether to attack. It's waiting to see what you are. Because a predator that can't predict its prey is a predator that waits. So you don't run. Running rewrites the whole script, turns you from a mystery back into prey. You stay tall, you keep those eyes locked, and you let the silence do the math for you. The third, the rarest, it comes forward. But even this is almost never an attack. It's a test. A question asked in the only way it knows, are you actually dangerous or do you just look it? And here's the quiet truth underneath all of it. The leopard is doing exactly what you're doing, weighing the cost, trying to get out of this without paying for it. Two animals, both bluffing. The difference is, it has read this standoff 10,000 times, and you're reading it for the first time in your life. So that moment on the trail, the one that felt like luck, it wasn't luck. It was a conversation, one you didn't know you were having. When your eyes found its eyes, 2 million years of being the animal that looks back said something for you. You've been seen, not today. And every ancestor of yours who rounded a bend and lived said the exact same thing. And every ancestor of that leopard that turned and walked away is the reason it's still here to turn away from you. Two long lines of survivors meeting for 1 second on a trail. So no, the most dangerous thing in that forest was never the claws or the teeth. It was the quiet, upright animal that doesn't run, doesn't look away, and carries 10,000 generations of winning this exact moment behind its eyes. That's you. That's what you are. So the next time you feel watched in a quiet place, that prickle on the back of your neck, that old certainty that something is out there, don't panic. Just turn, look, and let it remember who you are.